Let's give her an alt buff for one skill, and let's give her a synergy power and attack power or alt resistance down or something like that. One of those, mix and match those as you will, but one of her skills should have synergy power on it, and I will be very, very surprised if she does not. Good morning, everyone. It's Joker, and we're back for another slime video, and you heard me right. Pick up that phone, because I fucking called it. Alright, that was my prediction last night for what I expect Jaune's kit to look like, whatever it may be. And with the Twitter skill preview that we got today, I was right on the money. So we have that right here. Jaune is a space unit, is a battle unit, quite obviously. She is single target, and her first skill is a 100% alt damage buff and a 30% personal synergy power buff. So boom, I am big brain. You must all bow down to me and my greatness and my super powered intelligence. No, I'm just kidding. It was, I mean, I didn't expect 100%. I expected kind of like a 80% to go in line with like everybody else. Because right now, like the team that we're running is like Guy for his orb change. So now we're putting Cleash on, I guess. So this is like the big damage team that I have going right now. We'll swap out, we'll move Violet over here, or probably Hinata over here, and then we'll put Jaune on, and then we'll be having the attack buff and alt resistance down, the weakness buff and the synergy resistance down, the element buff, the magic buff, and now the alt buff and the synergy power buff. And this team is going to hit like 5.5, 6 million or something like that, and it's going to be hilarious. So I can't wait to do that tonight. On top of that's an 80-point skill, as expected. That's quite a powerful buff right there. The second skill is a 55-point buff, though, which is interesting. I'm not entirely sure what that's gonna be, to be perfectly honest with you. Because it's not an orb change. That's way too expensive. We already have the alt swap ability. I mean, it could be a few different things, right? It could be a team-wide alt gauge increase for a butt ton, because the Warrior's Mind Rimuru, his kit. Let's go find him. This guy. So he raises Earth and Space alt gauges by 20%. And then effect increases by 10% each time allies use protection skills to a cap of 100. So it starts at 20. So it doesn't start very high. And then it lowers defense. So cool. I feel like if it's going to be a 55-point skill, it should be like double this. So it should start at like 50% and then go up 10% every single time you use a protection gauge, or just be straight up like 50 or 60% alt gauge immediately, because Aqua, she's got her single target alt gauge up. That's 25 points, but it's only one unit and it's 40%. So if it's going to be a 55-point skill and it's gonna be an alt gauge increase, it's gonna be significant. So at least 50 for the team, and then I could see it costing 55 points alongside some other kind of debuff, which I don't, maybe an alt resistance down skill, maybe it would not like a super high one. That is an option. Another option would be the Space Rimuru skill fusion, essentially. So his skill fusion, his video will go up very soon, actually. It's 40% attack and 30% alt resistance down for 55 points. And that's, it's skill fusion, he's an old unit. I could see her getting some kind of higher amount than that, so like 50% attack and 40 or 50% alt resistance down, and that just means that the team will then hit probably 7 million, and it's going to be even more hilarious. So I don't really know. There's a few different ways. It could be as simple as a pierce seal, right? We don't have a unit that currently seals pierce resistance, We have 2 units that seal crit resistance, but not pierce. And I don't know why they're holding off on it. Maybe because they know pierce is that like super great, but it's still pretty good if you get a lot of power on it. I don't know. There's a few different things that we could give Jaune for a 55 point skill. So we're gonna have to wait and see what that actually ends up being. But I'm very happy with this first skill. I'm very happy that I, one, called it, and two, it's actually powerful. More powerful than I thought it was going to be. So 100% alt damage. Guy's only giving 80 right now. He's giving crit to nobody on the team except himself, but that's fine because the beatdown battle doesn't want you to crit or pierce. So that's why I'm thinking of pierce seal, because you could bring fire millum to crit seal as well, and it would still kind of work. But yeah, I don't think it's going to be pierce seal. Synergy power by 30%. These are both for one turn. 30% is fine, right? Based on how much damage Blanc is giving the team with her 50% synergy resistance down, makes me think that the synergy effect in itself scales much higher than what a crit or pierce multiplier normally would. Because it, again, like on her showcase, we used a team with just weakness damage, and then a team with weakness damage and the synergy resistance down, and it went up by like 2 million damage, and that is off, what, a 40% weakness strike increase off of Summer Shizu and the synergy resistance? Like, that's a lot of damage on 40% plus the new effect, so I cannot really imagine what this measly 30% is going to do, so... We'll see in 9 hours or so. But with the announcement of Jaune, we do have a winner for the 2-year anniversary giveaway that I announced months ago, with people trying to guess who the primary units for the the 2-year anniversary would be. So for a reminder, we were counting anything from the part 1 of the half anniversary, so the Hinata and Shizu, all the way through this Visions of Coleus meta. Answers were due by the end of September, so no one was able to sneak these in. And going through it last night, we do have a bona fide one-person winner. So congratulations to T-Baz. Let me zoom in here. Zoom. Okay. Zoom. Boom, there we go. Congratulations to T-Baz for winning, because he guessed 5 units out of the 7 correctly. He was the only person with 5 correct. And their placement on here, who the blah, 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 that doesn't actually matter. That's only if we had a tie and we had to get very, very specific. But he was the only person that managed 5 correct. So he got Rimuru, who's the battle unit. Lumi, protector. Diablo, didn't count. Violet, support unit. Carrera, yellow primordial, yeah, spoiler alert, sorry, whatever, I don't care. Obviously, she's coming tonight. And Testarossa, Blanc, white primordial. She came last week. And then Xion was the other giveaway. So he got Rimuru, Lumi, Violet, yellow, and white. So congratulations to TW Baz. I will reach out to you on Discord and confirm everything with you. And then we'll get you your sweet, sweet money. So, please, he was quite early on that too, 9:26. So please join me in congratulating our 2nd anniversary winner. I think I'm gonna do these every major, every major anniversary, like the half anni and the 3rd anni when that comes around. So if you guys want to win some free money in the future, stay tuned for those big time events. And, you know, I'll probably have the same thing going on. So it's just a way to give back to the community, get you guys engaged, and have people enjoy the game, right? They want these units in the game. Obviously, we got quite, I would say spoiled or blessed with these 2 being added. So, hey, we got big things for the future. Season 3 comes out next year. I'm excited for that. They've already confirmed they're working on units to go with Season 3, because it takes about 8 months to make a unit individually in this game. The devs confirmed that a couple live streams ago. So they've got plenty of time to wow us, and the power creep can only go up, which means the hype can only go up. Because as now next year when I'm doing 10 million damage free and easy, ooh, that'll be real nice. But that's it for me, guys. Jaune comes out tonight. She's going to be a disgusting powerhouse. I'm going to summon. I can't wait to get shafted, just like I always have been this entire meta, where I've had to go to pity for someone. Yeah, so I'll see you guys later tonight. Again, congratulations to TW Baz. But that's it for me. Take it easy, and I'll see you all later.